The Return of the Blaze ability, a fiery Z-move showdown, and divine intervention. Part 3 of Ash and Kukui's full battle really turns up the heat with clashes between Lucario and Naganadel and a climactic showdown between Incineroar and Torracat. But you may not have noticed that Ash uses a tactic that would later be used by other champions as well in Pokemon Journeys. Hey Pokemon champions, I'm Champion Blaze, and this is a breakdown of Part 3 of Ash and Kukui's full 6-on-6 battle. Fiery surprises. We'll uncover all the little hidden details, Easter eggs, and references you might have missed during this episode. Comment which Easter eggs are your favorite, and if I missed anything in this breakdown. With that said, let's get started. We pick up right where we left off with Ash's Naganadel and Kukui's Lucario clashing with X-Scissor in close combat. Lucario leaps up to dodge Naganadel's attack and strikes it with close combat. We then get the Sun and Moon Ultra Legends opening, and to see a full breakdown of this opening and theme, be sure to check out my breakdown of part 1 of this battle. The attack knocks back Naganadel, but it hangs tough and shakes it off. Ash attacks with Sludge Bomb and Kukui has Lucario charge straight into the attack as poison type moves are ineffective against steel types. Ash actually admits he forgot about this type matchup, and normally he's somehow forgetting that electric type moves don't work on ground types when that's Pikachu's only weakness. But here I guess we can let this slide since Ash doesn't use poison types too often, with his last one being Muck. Now at close range, Kukui goes for Dragon Pulse, but Naganadel quickly evades the attack and appears behind Lucario suddenly. Naganadel uses Thunderbolt and Lucario defends the best it can using its arms. It's slammed into the ground with tremendous force. This moment here marks the first time another Pokemon belonging to Ash has used an electric type move outside of Pikachu, and it's even the same exact move being Thunderbolt. This could most likely serve as a nod to the brotherly bond between Pikachu and Naganadel since it was a Poipole. Kukui fires back with close combat again, but Naganadel scores a direct hit with X-Scissor, injuring Lucario. Lucario then uses Extreme Speed, and in contrast to when Tucker's Arcanine used it in the Battle Frontier, here the move has a green glow to it and resembles Pikachu using Quick Attack or Agility. Ash tries to counter with X-Scissor, but Lucario is too fast and strikes down from above with Extreme Speed. This is also Lucario's third and final move that we'll see it used in this battle. This makes it the first Lucario in the entire anime to use the moves of Extreme Speed, Close Combat, and Dragon Pulse, as well as the first Lucario to not use its signature Aura Sphere attack. Ash and Kukui are both aware of each other's movements and battling styles, and then each of them fires off Dragon Pulse in a head-to-head collision. This moment is great as we get another parallel between these two characters to show off how connected they are and fiery their spirits for Pokemon battles are. Ash and Naganadel get fired up and launch one more X-Scissor attack. Lucario defends with close combat, but now Lucario is stuck defending against X-Scissor. Then Ash starts a champion trend that would be used in later battles in Pokemon Journeys. With Lucario stuck in place, Ash uses a point-blank Twin Dragon Pulse to finish off Lucario. This tactic is something that would be used later on in Pokemon Journeys by Leon to defeat Alon's Mega Charizard X, by Iris's Haxorus against Cynthia's Mega Garchomp, and by Leon to try and defeat Ash's Pikachu. After winning its first battle, Naganadel celebrates by spinning and dancing the same way it would when it was a Poipole. Kukui also mentions how Ash copied him from before when he used a point-blank Blast Burn to defeat Melmetal while it was stuck in place as well, showcasing Ash's ability to quickly switch strategies and tactics to go with the circumstances. This is also the first time that Ash has been able to defeat Lucario without losing a Pokemon to it first. Ash returns Naganadel, and now it's time to finish what they started at the beginning of this match. Time for Incineroar versus Torracat again, and here we get a beautiful connection between the two of them as the screen splits to show them both, and then their Pokeballs come together as one as they send out their Pokemon to signify their bond. Truly poetic. Incineroar and Torracat hit the field, and Torracat's pendant is still burning brightly with the power of the flames it absorbed from Blast Burn earlier in this battle. Torracat and Incineroar square off, sizing each other up, waiting to see who will make the first move. Ash and Kukui simultaneously call out their attacks, and it becomes a collision course between Darkest Lariat and Flame Charge. But Torracat manages to strike Incineroar on the side and throw it off balance, and then strike again with Flame Charge causing damage. Ash goes for Fire Fang, and Kukui counters with Throat Chop, sending Torracat flying backwards. Then Kukui has Incineroar use Bulk Up, and this time we see Incineroar's body animated in the same way Stefan's sock would be animated when it used Bulk Up in the black and white anime. Torracat launches a powerful Fire Blast attack at Incineroar, but it holds back the flames the same way Torracat held back its Blast Burn, and also in the same way Ash's Charizard blocked Blaine's Fire Blast from his Magmar. Incineroar is unfazed by the Fire Blast and subdues the attack. Torracat then proceeds to land several consecutive hits against Incineroar with Flame Charge. It goes for Fire Fang, but is then caught in Incineroar's grip, unable to move. With Torracat helpless to do anything, Incineroar unleashes a devastating Throat Chop attack to knock Torracat back. It seems like Torracat might be out of the match, and with everyone waiting in anticipation to see if Torracat can continue battling, it gets up. ignites its flames, and activates its Blaze ability to power itself up. This moment invokes the same feelings as Ash's Infernape activating its Blaze ability against Paul's Electivire in the Sinnoh League. With its boosted power, Torracat lands a powerful strike with Revenge, causing Incineroar to take a knee. But we know Incineroar isn't done just yet, and it ignites its flames too, activating its own Blaze ability. And then something peculiar happens with Torracat. It ignites its flames even further, becoming this black and red coloration as opposed to Incineroar's more orange and yellow coloration. This could potentially be an extra level of the Blaze ability that only Infernape has been capable of up until now. But even so, Torracat's power still pales in comparison to Infernape's. With their flames hotter than ever, Ash declares that it's time for them to finally settle this. Both Ash and Kukui switch out their Z crystals to the Firium Z crystal so that they can use Inferno Overdrive. Ash and Torracat and Kukui and Incineroar ready their attacks in a double Z move showdown. With all their power, they unleash Inferno Overdrive, and the two gigantic fireballs collide in the middle of the battlefield, creating a huge explosion of fire. The two fire types withstand the blast, and Ash orders one final revenge attack while Kukui orders one last throat chop attack. Each Pokemon charges headfirst into the swirling flames and they strike each other. A huge explosion is created, and just what a sight to behold. This massive explosion looks just like the final clash between Ash's Infernape and Paul's Electivire at the Sinnoh League as well. When the dust settles, both Pokemon are still standing. Torracat stumbles a bit, but remains standing. However, after all that battling, Incineroar finally goes down, completely exhausted. Ash's Torracat is the winner and has finally overcome Kukui's Incineroar. Then suddenly after winning, Ash's Torracat evolves into Incineroar, marking the first time one of Ash's Pokemon has evolved after winning a battle. The first time one of his Pokemon has evolved during a league battle since his Krabby evolved into Kingler back in the Indigo League, and the first time since he owned Infernape that he's gotten a fully evolved Fire-type starter. But after evolving, Incineroar has also used up all its strength and is frozen in place. It is also unable to battle. Ash and Kukui recall their respective Incineroar, and Kukui pulls out his final Pokeball, his last Pokemon. But we will never know what that Pokemon is, as Tapu Koko interrupts the battle and takes a high interest in the battle. It can no longer sit on the sidelines. It goes up to Kukui and slaps the Pokeball out of his hand and takes a fighting stance in front of Ash and Kukui, showing its desire to battle Ash and his Pokemon. Ash, Kukui, and the entire audience agree that they want to see Tapu Koko battle in this match, so now Tapu Koko will serve as Kukui's 6th and final Pokemon. But I've also speculated on what Kukui's final Pokemon could have been, so check that out if you'd like. With Tapu Koko on the field, Pikachu is raring to go, but it's not his time to shine just yet, as Ash sends out Naganadel instead, an Ultra Beast versus an Island Guardian. Quite the interesting matchup given the fact that Island Guardians are meant to protect the Alola region from Ultra Beasts, but now we're getting a sportsmanlike battle between the two. Tapu Koko's ability Electric Surge activates and sets up electric terrain just like in Ash's previous battles with Tapu Koko. The episode ends with Kukui and Ash preparing to square off with Tapu Koko and Naganadel as this battle reaches new heights. What a ferocious continuation of Ash and Kukui's battle. Let me know your favorite Easter eggs and details in the comments, and thanks for watching. Special thanks to our channel members for their extra support, and check out more battle breakdowns on screen. Until next time, train hard, and I'll catch you guys later.